Hello friends, welcome to my channel Gokadia Growth Business Services. This is Sushil Gokadia. I am here to make you learn more about the nuances of finances. In this week's episode, we will take a live example of how to not use working capital for capital expenditure. In our earlier videos, you can click on the I box over here where you can see why we discuss how to not use the working capital for capital expenditure and vice versa. Since working capital is the lifeline of any good business and it helps you generate more cash, more profits, more cash flow, and using this for the capital expenditure means blocking your currency, your lifeline, your blood of the business to something which is whose ROI is for a very long term. So we understood that doing this is a big pitfall for any businesses, and today we're going to see a live example about a logistics company which we had discussed a couple of weeks back, and they were looking to raise working capital loan. During the discussion, we found out that the company was an asset-light. Before we go on with that, you need to understand the different types of businesses. There are businesses which are called asset-light model and asset-heavy model. The basic differences between the two is the amount of working capital that they would require to run the business. For example, a manufacturing industry or a construction industry is known as an asset-heavy model because they would be in constant requirement of working capital unless and until they finish the finished good and start selling, or they'll have to wait for the sale to happen, and only then the cash flow would start kicking in. On the other hand, there are businesses which are called asset-light model. In case of asset-light model, they would not require a huge working capital or a capital expenditure to start the business. In this case, the incremental cash flows or the initial capital that is put into the business is more than sufficient to run the business. So generally, traditionally, you can say that the asset-heavy model are always on they have a requirement for working capital loans, and as compared to asset-light model. This company which I am discussing is a logistics company, and they are again, as I said, an asset-light model, which they don't require more of capital expenditure and also working capital because they are they are mostly service driven, and when it comes to service driven, they provide their services at a fee. So this logistics company provide the clearances at the customs, the ground handling, the ground transportation, and the storing the products which has been cleared in warehouses, and again dispatching to respective clients. Now, in this entire model, they are not owning any warehouse space or say the logistics or any ground transportation. So they are not owning anything; they are only leasing it out. So that way, this is a best asset-light model. And during this, the entire thing, their margins were really good, and they were easily able to scale the business up. They found out that they need to instead of subleasing the warehouses which they used to store the goods, they need to lease it directly themselves to get better rates from their customers. This was a very good business decision. But what has happened was, the warehouse space was like the huge big warehouse space required initial deposit to be made to the owner of the warehouses, and these deposits can be like from 7 months of rental to 10 months of rental, depending upon the size of the warehouse. Now during that course, they realized that they have to have their warehouses on direct lease instead of getting it sublease. Only then they can have an edge over the competition. This was a really good business move. But what is happening is, there are two different kinds of situations that arise. One is a business decision and one is a financial decision. Business decision was a really good decision, but financially what they did was they utilized their working capital. Yes, they utilized the working capital to fund the advance amount to be made to the owner of the warehouse. Now this drained up the entire working capital for the company, and they had put this amount to a deposit which will not yield them a single interest or even a single money throughout the entire lease period. Now think about it. You have a working capital which helps you make 40 to 50% margin and that amount is just gone off to as a deposit. So do you think it's the right decision to be made at this juncture? Because weighing the company or weighing the decision from a financial point of view, maybe they didn't do the right thing, but weighing it from a business point of view, maybe they did the right thing because they didn't want to lose that opportunity. Yes. Now, what things can have they been done differently? Now, after this working capital has been sucked out of the business, now these companies, this particular firm is finding it very difficult to run or to even make the regular commitment that they have done to the clients to fulfill it. They find it very difficult. Now, let us see how differently that this situation could have been handled. Now, whenever you want to make investment, I would say that this particular decision of leasing a warehouse was a capital expenditure, because the amount of money that you put in for an AMD, which is the deposits, will not lead you any monthly interest or will not lead a single money back to your cash flow. Remember the cash flow, where the money goes in and money comes out. And in this entire decision, there is not a single amount of rupee which will be coming in. So entire money gets flushed out. So how differently could they be done? I have 3 points to list out. The first thing is equity. Second is taking a debt, and third is the thing out of the box. Now let us see how these things separately. First one, equity. Now the company, when they sense an opportunity, they should have poured in more equity back to the company so that they don't touch the working capital. The working capital remains to be untouched, because only that is the base of the business. If you touch that particular working capital, it may affect you in the future by way of affecting your cash flows, because it will hamper your operations of the business. The second, and for the equity model, they would have either pumped in the money from the individual directors, or in the other case, they could have got in a third partner or a third party who can act as a strategic investor, strategic partner. Now, what happens in this case is the strategic partner should also be given a exit clause, because you may or you may not want to have the strategic partner going along. But if you have a strategic clause or exit clause which will be favorable to even the investor, then I think this would be a win-win for both the parties. So equity is a first option, is a best option, because it is not going to cost anything. Second thing is debt. They could have gone to take a longer term capital expenditure loan through the financial mediums available, which is banks, against any property that or any asset that they have. So with which, what happens is you get additional liquidity back into the firm, and that can be used for the capital expenditure. So again, in this particular model, or in this particular raising of capital through debt, they should have gone towards longer term or longer tenure loans, and with which the ROI would have been manageable. And the third option would be, since they have a model in which they store the goods of the clients in the warehouses without taking any deposits, what they could have done in this case is reduce their rates of the rental rates to the clients, and ask them a commitment of like a deposit commitment from them, so that these small deposits from the clients could help them at least bridge some gap of paying the deposits for the warehouse, and they could have helped them generate more cash flow. And I feel that again, first equity option is the best option. And then the second is the debt option through the financial model, through the banks, which could lend them for a longer tenure. And what will happen is the learning from this is not to use the capital working capital for the capital expenditure. By doing so, you know what can happen. You may be able to justify one business decision, but ultimately, financially, if the business gets weaker, the entire model would fall like a pack of cards. Again, I'm signing off. This is Sushil from Bokadia Grofin. I will try to bring in more case studies so that we learn from mistakes of the businesses so that we don't make the same mistakes. Again, sign off. Thank you. If you like the video, please share this among your friends so that educate them, help them not to make the same mistakes, and so that they are aware of their decisions that they make in the future. Thank you again. Thank you for watching.